What's up? What's up? I'm back. I'm back. It's the Love Movement Podcast. Let's go. Happy New Year. It is 2025. What is up? I hope everybody had a good holiday, enjoyed their families, brung in the new year how they wanted, got their gifts, all of that jazz. Pray. I hope y'all prayed. Remember the reason for the season. Yes, yes. So a little bit about my holiday. It was very. Let me just be honest. I just wasn't. It wasn't it for me this year. It just didn't feel, the spirit. I wasn't in the spirit this year. I lost my mother last year. Everybody, I spoke about this in previous episodes. This year was just like that. Whoa, really a holiday without my mom, you know what I'm saying, and my brother. It's always been just us five. So just felt I just really felt it this year. Just want to say that. Like just wasn't in the spirit. Normally I did watch I didn't watch like a lot of the traditional Christmas movies, but I did watch some of the Lifetime romantic Christmas movies, which those are cool. I watched a lot of those, but I didn't watch a lot of the traditional. Of course, I got the Christmas Story in. But I just I just wasn't in it. Um, my sister came down the night before Christmas Eve and hung out, and they left Christmas Day. Um, so Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, I was by myself. It was okay though. I went to therapy on Christmas Eve, which helped me with that feeling. But I still had that feeling. But I just kind of chilled and reflect. You know what I'm saying? Setting those emotions, setting those feelings, instead of doing the normal running from them, trying to shake them when you can't. As soon as you sit still, there it is. Um, just let myself feel it, and I'm glad I have my solitude. You know, um, it helps. Solitude helps. The New Year's. Oh, excuse me for that S. For New Year's Eve, um, New Year's Eve, I had went and got a haircut, and I was asleep. My sister had to wake me up, but the day before New Year's Eve, I went and got my hair done, and I was up at 8, and I was there till like maybe 1. I feel like to like 1, and you know, being I was up. Me and my stylist, we always chatted up when I go. Like that's a friend now. She's definitely a friend. Um, so we was chatting it up. I did not take a nap that day before New Year's Eve. I did not take a nap. So New Year's Eve, I had to go get a haircut. And again, I was up. I had to go to therapy, then get my hair cut. Then I helped my sister do some things. And man, once I laid down, I was out. My sister had to come in her room and be like, "Happy New Year." I'm like, "Oh crap, it's already." It felt like I had just laid down, so I was just sleepy. But it felt good to just be around my sister and the girls and our dogs. We was just chilling, just a cool, quiet thing. Just sit, have some food, just a relaxing time. So New Year's Eve was cool. I slept through it, but it was cool. Like I said, this holiday season it, it just wasn't it for me. So, um, but I enjoyed. I enjoyed e- even just chilling for New Year's Eve and just being around my family. I just sat in the emotions. I that's all I can really say about it. I just sat in the emotions and felt it and got through it, and just felt good when I got on the other side. You know what I'm saying? When you love your family, it hurts when they're not here. So you still got your mom and your dad. Love on them. Fix that relationship if you can. Pray for them. Pray for yourself. That's all I want to say. Because when it's over, it's over. That's the one thing you can't repeat. You have aunts and uncles and grandparents, and you only have one mother and father. So, but yeah, so that was pretty chill. That's pretty sums up my holidays. The Christmas and New Year holiday. It pretty much sums that up. That's just even for Thanksgiving, the whole Christmas, this whole holiday season, I just wasn't in it. I just was not in it. So, it's 2025, and we really sitting in the solitude and being intentional about it. When I was in therapy on New Year's Eve, I was when I'm overstimulated, I talk loud. Everything is rush, rush, rush. I was very overstimulated, and my therapist could barely get a word in. But that's when I'm overstimulated, and I just said I'm not going to fight these feelings that I have. You know what I'm saying? Whatever feelings that I'm in, I'm just going to go through them, and if I gotta talk above a whisper, I'm out. I'm out. I will not be doing a whole bunch of unnecessary talking either. I do a lot of talking at work, so that's the job. But unnecessary, I'm just not gonna do it. If I gotta talk above a whisper, I'm not doing it. Any energy that makes me overstimulated, I'm not doing it. But yeah, so it's just my journey right now. That to heal, like when I'm sitting back and I'm thinking about this healing, man, healing is pretty much worse than the scars. Healing these scars is worse than getting the scars. That's all I'm gonna say. Seriously. Yes, healing these scars is definitely worse than getting them. I'm not a victim, I will say is as good as I got, I gave, I'm not gonna sit here, and act like I am a victim in some of this stuff that I'm healing from, but I'm just healing. So I'm on a journey to be better. So I'm not in that phase of, oh, because you did something to me, I'm doing it back, and now I have to heal from the regret, the shame, and all of that. Nah, we're not doing that. If you a type of person that come in my life and put me in the space where I feel like I gotta defend myself, I'm out. Defending myself is for strangers, and I won't be doing a lot of that because the world is crazy. You know what I'm saying? I am always ready to defend myself and my family, but if I can avoid, if I can go the other way, I'm going the other way because it's unnecessary. Because who wants to go through that? Who wants to walk around with that shame and pain of, oh, I had to do blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same thing with someone you love, friends, relationship, intimate relationship, friendship, relationship, work relationship, whatever it is. If you can avoid it because it's better for you and your mental health and your heart. You feel me? So I'm definitely being more intentional in 2025 to, keep myself out the bull, go the other way, as much as I can. Now, if you push me, how Tupac said it, I'm a killer, but don't push me. If you push me, yeah, you're gonna see that. But I'm definitely not gonna hold that and hold on to it, because if I'm intentional, I know that I tried to move in love and I tried to not go there with you. You know, like even with I'm a leader at work, and even how I deliver my message of what we need to do in each day, I'm being intentional about that. You know, when you have subordinates and how that goes. You know what I'm saying? You know, some people just, and I guess remembering being in their position, I'll be like, dang, I was like that. I'm so sorry to my supervisors, and you know what I mean. But now I'm very intentional with my manager. I try to have conversations with her, and even when I do challenge something she asks me to do, I let her know, like, look, I'm just, I kind of see this from a different aspect, so I just want to kind of make sure what we doing makes sense, right? So, but yeah, if I go to work and I just feel that my energy is off, we have an app where I can send them their workload. I'll just send it to them. I said I was going to do that anyway because it's a good way to track what people is doing and how long it's taking them to do it, right? So it's that's just the um mindset that I'm in. I am very matter of fact when I deal with my guys at work, only because I just want them to do the work that they're paid for, right? You came in, you doing a service for the company. Let's just do it. The company is trusting us to do the work. Let's just do the work. That's it. It ain't my work. I don't own the company. I just do a service for them, and you do a service for them. Let's just do it, right? So, but I did say I would be intentional and, about how I deliver my messages. Even with my nieces and my nephews. I don't have children. I co-parent with my sisters. God bless my brother. I co-parent with his child's mother, by way of his kids. But I even with them and trying to give them the message so they don't have to make some of the mistakes that I've made and then have to heal from them, right? I'm gonna be intentional how I talk to them. Sometimes you can be that fussy person, fussy because you love them, right? You fussing and you yelling, or you kind of harsh with them because you like, oh, come on, I see the brick wall, don't, you know what I'm saying? You screaming, right? But at the same time, I think just with a calmer and different demeanor and energy, I can get that message across. But I can't save them from everything. I'm not their savior, right? If I just give the information, I gave it, right? Hopefully they can catch it. And I believe after some calm conversations and just delivering it and opening their eyes to it, they'll get it. You know what I mean? But it's some things that you can't avoid them. Can't avoid them from heartbreak. Can't avoid them from, just different things. So, it is what it is. But I just want to make sure I deliver the message. One thing I'm not a victim. I don't want to sit here and act like I'm a victim, because as good as I got scars, I gave scars. But healing from this is what I want to get them to see, so they're not healing from so many scars. You know what I mean? Like I said, the pain in healing is worse than the pain of getting it, but I'm loving the journey. I am just, seeing like, wow, this journey is just, it's very eye-opening. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I can get physically healthy until I definitely get mentally healthy and have like a better self-talk, because my self-talk has always been bad because I feel like I've done so many things. And my attitude has been so messed up to people that I say I loved, like in intimate relationships, and even with friends, right? That I will be so drained and down that I ain't want to do nothing. Eat bad, not work out, just living this because I felt like a shitty person, and my self-talk. Oh, you deserve it, just so I'm working on my self-talk, so my mental health had to get right, so my physical health could get right. But I definitely I don't want to be around nobody who even put me in the mood to want to like I just can't. Nope. You gotta stay far, far away from me with that. If I feel overstimulated, I'm getting out of this situation so I can bring myself down. And I'm not really never in situations like that. Now, when you in a crowd, if I end up going to Disney or amusement park or a theme park or something, yeah, of course, right? But you could take minutes and take a pause for the cause, find you a little corner to sit in and take a deep breath. And that's just what I'm going to be doing. Now, if I go into somewhere and I ain't pay no money and I can get out, I'm out. You know what I mean? And I don't care who, what, where, why. So not sorry. I'm out. Because I have to think about me and what it will do for me to be in any situation. I really don't want I want people around me that's getting to the money, getting to the money, whatever you want to call it. It is a tool. I really want to I want to be around people that I can learn something from. Just better my life, elevate. I don't the frivolousness. No, we're gonna enjoy different. I just need a different energy now. You know what I mean? And I'm okay with anybody who's not happy with that. So not sorry, but that's where I'm at. I'm just focused on, something different, something new. I'm going to be out here doing things that I don't normally do. You know what I mean? And putting myself in situations that I normally won't. But I'm going to soak up the game, soak up. I'm not going to be the loudest person in the room. Sometimes I used to do that. That was a defense mechanism, to be the loudest person in the room. I am very observant, but I'm saying around my friends, I would go in the room and be the loudest person in the room. But now, nope. I will get back. I'm definitely getting back to me because I'm very observant. I pay attention to a lot of things and how people move and stuff like that. So, I'm getting back to that, and then those rooms that I was in before, I won't be in them. That's just that. Because, like I said, the overstimulation, I just won't. I won't put myself in certain situations. Like, even going out to party, like, I don't see it. Every now and then, once in a blue moon, I would definitely, find myself probably out, but not much. My going out is different. I want to catch the daylight. It's just different things I want to do going out anyway. Like, I'm if I want to catch a vibe with some music, I want it to be some soft music, low light, chill. I'm good with the drinking and all of that. I don't even drink. I don't do no substances. I have a drink here and there. Birthday, I would have had one for New Year. But I didn't. Birthday, maybe occasional out with friends. I might have some champagne or some wine. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, nah. I have alcohol in my refrigerator that is unopened, and I had it for a very long time. I wanted to taste it. Still haven't gotten around to it. Crazy, right? But yeah, I just, being in, smoke-filled rooms and stuff like, no. I don't smoke. I don't drink. I don't do those things. So what is the point, right? And I'm glad I got to this point that I feel like if we friends and you know that about me, you should respect that and not you should have a different plan for us. Like, if you asking me to be around you, you should be like, yeah, you know what? Let's meet in the middle. Let's have a early lunch or a early dinner and chop it up and relax and cool because you know what I am. So cool, you get to drink, have your drinks, have your little smoke, whatever you do, and we do it early, and then you go off and do your thing, have your, you know what I'm saying? I will still do occasional get-togethers here and there, but again, if it don't serve me, I say all that to say, if it don't serve me, I'm out. That's it, you know. So, you know what I mean. I'm a daytime person. I want to get it done in the daytime. Hang out, have a good time. When you get down to that 9 o'clock hour, if I'm still around you, I'm probably going to duck off and go somewhere and go to sleep. To be honest, but if not, yeah, I'm out of there. I'm gonna get home. I'm at home by 10. You know, no later than that. It's scary outside. It's weird out there. I mean, do y'all see everything that's going on? Like, man, blew the Tesla up in front of Trump Tower. The man drove through the crowd in New Orleans. I'm praying for those people. God bless their souls. You can't even go and enjoy yourself. Bourbon, right? It'd be crazy down there. Like it really be a lot of people down there trying to enjoy themselves, have a happy new year, and this man go and it's crazy. You can't even, you know what I mean. You just gotta pray the whole armor of God over you when you go out to have a good time. That's all I can say. Like, you know, that was crazy. You know, this is, you know, all I want to tell people to do is protect yourself. Pray about it before you go out, and just, you know, try to be on point. Have your head on the swivel, because this is nuts. You know, it is very crazy. The man who blew up the Tesla had a whole kit in his house, everything on how to build the bomb. Just crazy. I don't know what these people be thinking. I don't know what they be going through, like what they think, you know. But a lot of times they take the easy way out anyway, right? They don't even got to face what they've done, you know. I mean, look at the healthcare guy, you know. And then the guy that robbed the bank for his kid. Like, it's hard out here. I just pray for this whole country that we can find a way, you know, to take care of ourselves, because we know that nobody's coming to take care of us. You know what I mean? We got to find a way. It's easier said than done, but I think if you put in the groundwork and really find your lane, you could get there. You know, it's one step at a time, right? You just have to take one step at a time and do a lot of research in whatever you want to do, right? Even if you like, I want to work at McDonald's, I want to one day be a general manager or area manager, whatever the highest manager that you can be in that, and working in retail or a restaurant. Do your research before you even get into it. Do your research and see how to get there. If there's a class you could take it. You know what I mean? If there's anything that you can learn it. I tell people on YouTube, everything is there. It's going to take a while. It's going to take some videos. You're going to have to watch a lot of videos that might say the same thing, and you'll be able to find something from each video to you know, help you if you can't afford to take a class. It's there. Trust me, it is. You know, just find your way. You know, it's easier said than done, but taking one step towards it gets you there. And I say this with all love, because this is the Love Movement podcast. That's what we do. We giving out love, and we talking about healing. We talking about being better people. You know what I mean? Just being better people, and, you know, treating people right. You know what I'm saying? I feel like once I can get this inside right, when I go out in the world, I'm definitely a little cooler. You know, I'm always on guard when I'm out. But I walk around with a smile on my face. I speak. I be respectful. You know what I'm saying? Show respect. And when I'm having a bad day, I try to just stay in and keep that energy away from people, because I don't want to go ruin somebody else's day because I'm having a bad day. You know, I know a lot of people say, oh, you never know what type of day they having. You know, true. And that's true, right? Because it's been days I'm having a bad day, going through my emotions about my marriage, my mom, my sisters, just life, period, right? My weight, my heartbreak and all of that. And, you know, that I've been short with people, but I check myself as quick as I can. And like I said, I just try not to talk. I just try to avoid as much as I can, because I don't want to ruin nobody else's day because of my bad day. You know what I mean? And I mean, sometimes we can't, right? We have to be around. We have to interact. So sometimes we can't avoid, you know, dealing with people. So, but if we can check ourselves and know that we having that energy and we can get home as quick as we can, just, get home. Take them few minutes, before you pick up a phone. Take them, get through it as quick as you can, as best as you can. Just remember love. You know what I'm saying? I know when I'm in those moods, I definitely pray. You know what I mean? And I just check myself. Like I said, I check myself at every time I can catch it. I catch it. You know what I mean? Because you got you can't just pray. Faith without works is dead. Right? We gotta do our part. So with me saying that, I'm just saying that helps, and then that lets me know like, hey, and I'm now more aware of how I'm acting, how I'm moving. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely more aware of that. So, but yeah, I just wanted to piggyback off my last episode and just say, I'm no victim. I'm just healing. So talking about my journey, I'm not trying to harm nobody, down nobody. I'm just talking about me and what I'm going through, and just want to be on. When I get on here, I want to be on here with an open heart and open mind. Just, hopefully I can touch that one person and they feel good and they feel like, man, yeah. Would bring me back to like, I was scrolling Facebook today, and I came across, I did my memories, and I came across a girl who, I think it was 2015. She went on a journey, weight loss journey, and she went to the gym for 100 days. She was I think she was like 354 or something like that, and she lost. I want to say it was like it between 80 and 100 pounds, something like that. It was a lot of weight. She lost a lot of weight, and but when she was telling her story, she was just like, I just always felt unattractive, like I'll never be married. Now, I mean, to the world, she's not easy on the eyes. But I think it was things that she could do to highlight her attributes, right? Because it's some people that do have to do things a little extra to bring that beauty, right? And, it's just like people getting their eyebrows arched and getting their mustache waxed and, getting facial hair removed and, all of these waxing and all of these different things and, getting their hair done. Can't, like, don't go without a fresh hairstyle and getting their nails done. It's just all of these things, and there's some people that could just roll out of bed and still be, beautiful, you know what I'm saying? But I think beauty is within, you know what I mean? Because if you ugly on the inside, no matter how much of a dime you might be, you're terrible. I'm sorry. You know what I mean? It's just like, on my journey, I'm getting my teeth fixed and stuff like that, but I just want that inside to reflect. But I've always been told I'm sweet. And it's always been genuine. I don't intentionally go out here and try to be sweet to people. I'm just genuinely sweet and genuinely nice sometimes. I could be arrogant and distant, and some of it is because I'm shy. I'm super shy, right? And if I've met everybody, I would be shy. You know what I mean? And a bit standoffish. One, I don't like small talk. Nobody does. But and I'm awkward, right? So, but if you clean up the inside, you start with your inside and the things you want to do on the outside, yeah. Because there are things, I call it maintenance. I used to call it self-care, but it's maintenance. Getting my hair done, getting my hair cut. Sometimes mess with these bushy eyebrows. Nails and toes, like that's maintenance. Going to therapy is self-care. Getting out in nature is self-care. Drinking my water is self-care. Working out, that's self-care. But doing the trivia stuff is maintenance. Going to do something that I love, having fun, that's self-care. When you could just let your shoulders down and just not worry about a bill or what's this, what the next day gonna look like. Because I did a lot of that. I have not been present a lot. Is either I'm in the past or I'm in the future worried. Like, let tomorrow take care of itself. And the past definitely took care of itself, right? Let tomorrow take care of itself, whatever it is. Be present. So that's when I'm being very intentional about being present, enjoying the moment, not worrying about this. That's why this year, this is a milestone year for me. I am trying to decide on what I'm gonna do for the big birthday. Um, am I going to go to my favorite place in the world? If you know me, you know. Or am I going to take a cruise? Whatever it's going to be, it is definitely going to be alone. I want to be present and enjoy. What does that feel like? I have an ex that did a lot of traveling um alone, and I just, I was amazed by it because of the fun. Like, I could hear the excitement about traveling alone, and I'm like, man, what does that feel like, right? So I just want to know what that feels like, to just get up and be like, okay, this is what the day holds, and it's just me. I don't got to worry about getting another person up. I don't got to worry about what they gonna eat. I don't got to worry about, look, I want to be here by this time and they dragging their feet. You know what I'm saying? I want to know what it feels like. And if I want to drag my feet, I can drag my feet, and nobody's like, oh my gosh, we gotta, you know what I'm saying? No. So I want to know what that feels like. So this is going to be, I will make that decision, and I'm definitely going to document it so you guys can see what it's like. And maybe somebody out there will be like, man, I've been trying to do this, and now see me do it and have the courage. There is a person that I follow on YouTube. Yo, she travels everywhere. She goes out the country, all through the US by herself. She is a nomad, and man, it is amazing. Like, her channel is amazing. Like, it is so amazing. I'm so like into it because it's so cool to me, like the things she does, and it's everything is on. It seems so present, slow motion, right? Having a good time. You know what I mean? I know in 2023 New Year, she was in Vegas, and she was out early, had a beer, was in the area where they was gonna have the big party, and just hung out real quick and went back to her van, and just it was just so cool, right? She retired early just so she can do this, and for most of it wasn't, when she first did it, it wasn't on YouTube, and then she decided to do the YouTube, and I'm like, dang, I'm so glad she's sharing this, because it is so cool, like, to move around. She has friends and a life, and she doesn't even put none of that on her YouTube. None of that is there. It's just about being present and enjoying whatever location she's in, and sharing it with her YouTube followers. Is really cool. So I just want that feeling of being present. And even when I'm with whoever I'm traveling with, right? Or whatever I'm doing, I want to be present. So that's why I want to clean up this inside, clean up these thoughts, my self-talk, and just be present and let tomorrow be tomorrow. Because whatever it's going to be, I have no control over it. None whatsoever. Only thing I can control is what I'm doing in the moment. And that is definitely what I am going to focus on. 2025 is definitely a more consistent year, and a finishing, like just finishing what I start and being anchored. The church I go through, that's the word for the year, is being anchored. Also, just consistency. and really just, it's a me year. Like I probably said this a few times, but for real, like I don't want to say for real. That's so immature. But really, it is definitely a focus, and I feel it. Right, I feel it. I feel it. It's a me year. It is a me year, a more intentional about my time, my energy, and intentional about how I love my friends, how I love my family. Um, I already said about my marriage, so whatever that's gonna look like. I'm not really worried about that right now. When I was in therapy and I was telling my therapist just some private things, and she was like, and I was just telling her about some of the battles, and she was like, that's not the point, right? You focused on the wrong thing, and that's the thing. I'm going to stop focusing on the wrong thing and just more or less focus on the things that's of importance. And the biggest thing for me this year is definitely my relationship with God, and building that. You know what I mean? Keeping the noise out. You know what I mean? And build my own relationship, not somebody else's relationship, my own relationship. The church I go to, my pastor, he talks about that, like having your relationship. How you praise and worship, how you do things is different from everybody else. It doesn't make them right, you wrong, them wrong, you right. That is what I'm embracing, who I am. And I want all my people to embrace that. My lovers that's watching my podcast, listening to my podcast, embrace your you. Embrace it. Don't feel like you got to be somebody else. Now, when you in any type of ship, friendship, relationship, work relationship, you do have to have some type of compromise, and you got to meet the person in some type of you got to compromise, and you got to meet them in the middle some type of way. But you definitely have to think about you, and being you, making the decisions for you. You know what I'm saying? And how you do things, and just back on to how when you're going to church, and how some people, they may hop around and do the thing. That's not me, right? That doesn't mean I love God any different from them. It doesn't mean they love God any different from me, right? So I'm embracing me. I'm a very laid back person. Like, I really don't like to be out loud. I don't like to embarrass myself, right? In some instances, you shouldn't worry about that, right? And me, I'm starting not to. Like, I'm starting to laugh at myself when I make a mistake, or when I do something silly, or if I say something silly. A lot of times, and y'all probably see it, I lose my train of thought, right? I lose the train of thought, but I'm able to bring it back, right? But I will lose my train of thought, and I mean, y'all just had to keep up with me. Y'all get it, y'all get what I'm saying, whatever. But I'll lose my train of thought. You know what I'm saying? And I knew this starting out this journey. This is a journey where I'm just talking to a camera, right? Nobody's talking back. So yeah, you will lose. You know what I'm saying? So I lose my train of thought, and you'd be like, what happened? What did you mean? But it's okay, because I watch people with top-notch podcasts, and they lose the subject, but I'm so in tune in what they saying that it don't even matter. I forget what it even was. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but as I'm saying, the basis of what I'm saying is be you and be okay. Embrace that. Embrace that. I'm not telling you to be a bad person. I'm telling you to be a good person, but embrace it for you. What it feels like for you. You know what I'm saying? But I still always say, treat people with respect, love, be intentional. You know what I'm saying? If you're not feeling it, you're not feeling it. If you're around your significant other and you ain't, tell them, babe, I ain't feeling it today, right? I'm not feeling it today. Let's order a pizza. I'm gonna go in this other room. You go over there, whatever. I'm just not feeling it today. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can respect that. You know, even with your friends, hey, I'm not feeling it. Hit you back. I'll let you know. I don't want to talk right now. And if it's something you going through, when you ready to talk about it, you talk about it. I always say, talk about it with God first, then talk about it with other people. But when you ready, don't feel pressure. Because I used to feel every time I'm going through something, I'm picking up the phone. I'm yelling. I'm screaming. For what? My friends just like, what the hell is going on? They listening, but I'm sure they like, calm the heck down. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but now before when I go through something, I pray about it first. I pray about it. And then I talk to my people, because you always gonna talk to your people, right? Then I talk to them. I pray about it. Then I talk, because one, I don't want to I don't want to transfer my bad energy to my friends or whoever I decide to be with or my coworker. I don't want to do that. I want to keep it. I even want to keep it out my house. You know what I'm saying? As much as I can, for real. Like, just, you know, that's what I'm working on now. Is like making my home my sanctuary. Like, seriously, like making it comfortable. I've done a lot of different things. I've reorganized several things. Just making it more when I come in it, you know what I'm saying? Definitely no shoes in my house. You know what I'm saying? It's just a very calm, relaxing, especially my bedroom, right? If you're in my bedroom, it's because you're meant to be there. Like, I'm keeping my family out my bedroom. You know, that is definitely my private, intimate space. I really don't want nobody in it unless we intimate. Feel me? And even when there will be no heavy discussions in my bed, in my room. No, if we need to have a heavy discussion, let's go to the table. I have 2 rooms. Let's go to the other room. Let's talk about it. Or let's go outside. Let's go out somewhere, find us a little quiet location. Let's talk about it. Let's deal with it. Now, it doesn't always permit itself, right? So when you gotta have a conversation, you gotta have a conversation so it doesn't like it doesn't spill over and now you harboring and next thing you know you blow up, right? But I'm going to be very intentional about my energy and my space, because I could tell the difference, keeping my space clean and keeping the negativity out. I can tell the full difference. I sleep different. Even what I think about before I go to bed, right? It's just, I have to be more intentional about that, and I will be. So I just want to tell you guys to do the same thing. Be more intentional about your space. Be more intentional about what's around you, who's around you, what's being said around you. You know what I mean? Because in these moments, we don't get them back. So if you spent an hour on gossip and negativity, that's an hour you can't get back. You could have been using that for something different, So yeah, that's just what I wanted to get into. Definitely. I just wanted to get into that for real, right? Because life is just definitely too short to be wasting time on anything that don't serve you. So go on your healing journey, go on your weight loss journey, go on whatever journey you want to go on, and don't let nobody stand in your way. Make it unstoppable. You know what I mean? Just, you like a locomotive. Trucking down, like, yo, if you get in my way, you're going to get ran over. You know what I'm saying? I'm not wasting my time. I pray that the proper people that's supposed to be in my life come in my life and come in my life with peace. Because if you come in with the energy, you got to go. Because I'm responsible for my peace, for my happiness, for my energy. I no longer will be blaming nobody. Oh, this person did this. Nah. because I don't got to entertain it. I don't got to feed into it, right? So, let's just move around like that. Let's have some fun. Now, listen, if nobody told you today, I'm going to tell you, I love you. I love you. Move intentional. Move with love. Tell somebody you love them. Love on your parents. Love on your family. Love on the ones who love you back. Move with respect. Carry yourself with respect. Hey, I see y'all on my next one. Love.